Advance warning, this video may contain copious profanity. You have a few seconds to stop now if you want to protect your tender ears. Now that the show is over and we have jointly exercised our constitutionally protected rights, I would like to leave you with this one very important thought. Today as a nation, we got fucked! Today, a Supreme Court ruling was passed down in which it was determined that a very important protection we have in the U.S. under the Bill of Rights in the U.S. Constitution, specifically the Fourth Amendment, was just, unnecessary. There are certain protections which have been used in many cases over the years to protect the rights of one accused of a crime, in that evidence which was not legally collected, meaning evidence that has been collected by unapproved methods, unreliable, and usually without things like searches without warrants, would be not admissible in a court of law to use for a conviction. Well, the Supreme Court decided, evidence, whatever it is, yeah, we can use it. Who cares if it was collected without a warrant, an unwarranted search? Yeah, fuck that noise. Of course we can use that. Well, I hate to say this, but a Supreme Court decision is dangerously powerful. There's no undue function on that shit. No backing out of it now, and unfortunately that sets a legal precedent which will be used in trying many cases at the federal, state, and local levels. And unfortunately this was kind of a carte blanche given to police departments everywhere nationwide, allowing them to just pretty much do whatever the fuck they want, because they can now get convictions by doing warrantless searches. That's perfectly fine for their purposes. Who cares about the rights of the average American citizen, right? Dear fucking God, where did this shit come from? I mean, I think a lot about corporate influence on the U.S. government. I didn't know the Supreme Court was for sale. Clearly this shit was bought by the prison industrial complex, because there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be quite profitably housed now at public expense in that system, possibly used for a little bit of indentured servitude through prison labor, all that good stuff. What in the actual fuck were you guys thinking? I'm sorry, but I think this country has just gone to hell in a handbasket. I'm not usually one to speak about theories on politics or anything like that, but this shit pissed me the flying fuck off. I'm sorry, but I legitimately do not feel comfortable as knowing as a U.S. citizen anymore that these protections are gone. This kind of shit will fly perfectly well in a totalitarian police state somewhere, over in China, where if you say the wrong thing, you kind of disappear, or something like that. Well, it's not much different if you're going to, sure, no, that's a bad example, because we still have freedom of speech, for now, I guess, but unfortunately now, if you speak up a little too loudly, the police can decide to go in without a warrant, search your property, and if they find anything they don't like, well, that is now perfectly legal grounds to toss you in G4S's 5-star hotel for the rest of your life, or whatever charges they manage to find. And for all practical purposes, once you've been in prison for any period of time, you are essentially stuck in a lifetime of being treated as a second-class citizen, because you'll be turned down for housing, you'll be turned down for employment, for credit. It's almost a death sentence to your way of life, and that's something that I was hoping, in theory, federal laws do not allow for it, but in practice it is a form of de facto segregation. I don't think we're going to be getting a protection out of for people stuck in that system, especially because we just lost all fucking protection against warrantless searches being held against us. You know, I think I am very I don't know, I didn't even have a word for this, but I think I'm very right in saying, fuck this noise. There are going to be a lot of people, I'm sure, who are really pissed with the presidential election as it comes right now, where we're pretty much stuck with a choice between world's biggest douche and turd sandwich. But yeah, those people we're gonna say, oh, I'm pissed with this election, I'm moving to Canada. Well, you know, I think a lot of people might want to really reconsider their continued citizenship in the U.S. over this one, because this is fucked up, and it's not gonna go away anytime within our lifetimes. I believe Sotomayor had a very good statement against it. She was probably more horrified than I am, because she has better experience with what the implications of this are going to be. But holy fucking shit, guys, we're fucked.